Alright, we got a blue cup for you guys. Personally, blue, I'm not the biggest fan of blue. I think blue in pottery gets 2 thumbs downs from me. But you still gotta make some blue vessels every once in a while, so I made here a little blue gem, I'm gonna call this guy. I like a lot of the breaking along the edges here. I think that's quite nice. You can see the squiggle. I only squiggled this top part and I left the tail, and I kind of bring the tail across the vessel. You can see on the other side there's the start of another tail here. If we flip this over, you can see that tail coming almost off the vessel here, like right here. It's not even attached, right? It's coming off the vessel and back on. If we look at it from the top, this image is a little bit blurry. You can see it's literally jumping off the vessel. I kind of like some of these moments. Anyway, I did a little dancing squiggle on the interior. We won't stay on there because that image is a little blurry. And we have this nice corkscrew effect, right? How do you get this little corkscrew effect on the bottom is it's all like thrown. I throw like a thick cylinder and I kind of fasten into it and make some marks. And then I just do one-handed pulls to create the vessel shape. And then that's really how I'm getting this form, right? A problem that I was having is sometimes towards that bottom it was still a little bit thick. So what I did is, if I flip this over, you can see that there's a little bit of an embedded foot ring here, right? So I embed the foot ring in, so then that way, I can get some of that weight off that bottom part there. But here, let's take a look at this surface here. Just blue. It's like a subtle variation of blues, though. There's this kind of like this white glaze on there. So it's kind of like a fuzzy blue, not like a solid blue, and I think that looks kind of nice. I would say that for some reason, I'm not too overwhelmed by this vessel, right? There's a lot of stuff going on the surface, and even the glaze is complex. Usually in my mind, I think like, oh, complex form, simple glaze type of dealio, right? But for some reason, complex glaze and complex form doesn't feel overwhelming in this instance. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. All the best and strong mentality.